gonna hold you. I didn't even mean to go live just now, but I was actually trying to trying to plan it for 6 o'clock. But it is what it is. Since we're here, because I was gonna run and do something real quick, but since we're here, we might as well just get started. Um, but yeah, kind of looking into the situation with 50 Cent and Big Meech. Like I have to stay neutral because I don't have all the facts, right? Like, I don't have all the facts. I could only go off of what I see, individuals being portrayed as in the media, and I could have my own sort of perspective on what it is that I see, but you got to take these things with a grain of salt, right? Big shout outs to 50 Cent for what he did for Big Meech while he was, while he was in jail. 50 Cent really helped Big Meech out while he was in jail. Taking care of his son, putting his son through acting school, giving his son a movie role. And some people may look at it as strategic. Yeah. And, when it comes to 50 Cent, yeah, there's a lot of strategy involved, but maybe there's an element of, 50 Cent could somewhat relate to a lot of the things that Big Meech has been through, right? And not to the same level or to the same degree, but very similar circumstances. It's just that one of them had a different talent that was able to propel them out of the street so that they didn't necessarily share the same fate of either being where Big Meech ended up or being somewhere deeper than that, for lack of a better term. But I think y'all could read between the lines when I say that. But see, now here's the thing. When you have an individual that really looks out for you, right? You have an individual, and I don't think I'm taking sides or anything like that, but I could see myself being upset because I was, taking care of an individual or helping an individual out big time while they were at their lowest point, right? And doing a lot for them. And then when they come out on the street, you would expect that person to kind of give you the loyalty that they said they had for you, and the love that they said they have for you because of the things that you've done for them behind the scenes, right? And then when you come out, you take a picture with a sworn enemy of that person. What up, Curvy V? Big up. Welcome. Thank you for liking the video, by the way. I appreciate that. Somebody say hello, uncle. What's up? Don't necessarily know from my uncle, but appreciate that either way. Big up yourselves. But yeah, you can kind of look at the situation and think to yourself, damn, I know I'd feel some type of way if I was actually helping a person out and going to bat for a person when they were at their lowest of low. And then when they came out, the first thing that they do is they go take a picture with somebody that's an op. But then when you really peep, because I didn't know the details behind the scenes, right? Like I didn't know, I vaguely knew that Big Meech took Rick Ross's daughter to the prom, right? And when I say I vaguely knew that, it may have crossed my path at some point in the past. And then when I saw it recently, it was like, oh yeah, that did happen. I do remember something along those lines that happened, and where, what's good, Jagmer? Big up yourself. Where are you going? I'm actually at my destination right now, where I'm going. Hello, Grandpa. All right, man, whatever. Hello from India. Big up yourself. Big up to all of India. Hi from the UK, said Assad. Big up yourself, Assad. Big ups to each and every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate that. Make sure y'all smash that like button. You know what I mean? It really helps, the channel with the algorithm and everything like that. And y'all subscribe as well. But yeah, so yeah, Big Meech's son actually did take Rick Ross's daughter to the prom, right? And I'm sure that's something that 50 Cent may have known about. Maybe he didn't feel such strong feelings about it, but 50 Cent is a very astute businessman, and he's a very smart guy, right? Like, 50 Cent when you talk about somebody that can manipulate situation, it's out there. Like 50 Cent, he spoke about how he manipulated Jim Jones, right? Like he was just telling Cameron how he manipulated Jim Jones. You know what I mean? How we gonna? Oh, what did he say? He was like, we just gonna put it out there. Oh yeah, Jimmy. See, Jimmy, we rock with you more than we rock with Cam, right? So he sort of did that thing, and Jim Jones kind of just fell into the trap, so to speak, that 50 Cent pretty much laid out for him, right? So he's one of those very astute strategists, right? He's a strategy guy, straight up and down. So he may have known all of these things beforehand, but that was his ammunition if you got out of line and if things get a little bit, to the point where he can't trust you. So he may have known all of these things beforehand, but once he seen something that he didn't like, he was like, all right, cool. Well, you know what? It's up. So you could kind of look at it from that perspective as well, because I think anybody in that situation would feel some type of way if you were taking pictures with somebody that was your sworn enemy, right? And it's rather unfortunate that those two individuals are sworn enemies, because I don't think that there was anything like big that happened in their initial interaction for them to be beefing at this level for this long, right? But it is what it is. Many things have been done in between. A lot of lines have been crossed, and people have strong feelings and ill will against one another, right? And it's rather unfortunate that Big Meech is somewhat in the crosshairs. I don't think that he had any intentions to violate 50 Cent's trust or to make 50 Cent feel some type of way. But at the same time, sometimes you just gotta know who it is that you're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things where you gotta be careful. You know what I mean? Like this is a lesson in everything. Be careful of who you accept help from. Be careful of who you accept help from, because you never know. You might be dealing with a 50 Cent type character. You understand what I'm saying? Like, especially if the signs were there, and you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's like you behind, Big Meech was probably behind bars thinking to himself, damn, man, what I'm gonna do when I get out? This, that, and the third. And then here somebody comes with the olive branch, and then would come with the olive branch, you grab onto that olive branch. And, think about you being in that situation for that long, right? How are you going to make some legal money now, right? How are you going to come out and go legit and go legal? You're what? How old is he? 58, something like that? I'm not entirely sure, but he's in his 50s, right? So I'm sure he's not thinking about going back on the street, right? I'm sure he's thinking about, how can I move forward from this situation, and how can I make some legitimate money? So now, in making some legitimate money, you're looking for people who may come from the same background as you, people that you may think that you could trust to some degree. And it just so happened that somebody that he knew through the media, through music, didn't really, I'm not sure if they had like a personal relationship. I don't think they did. But now you guys link up, and this person is actually holding it down for you on the outside, right? And in which you didn't have too many people doing that for you. So they provided that sort of outlet for you, right? And you grabbed a hold of that. You didn't say, nah, I'm good, bro. Nah, I'm cool, right? You kind of did that. And the expectation was that when you did hit the street, when you did come out, you would actually, I don't want to say fall in line, because that's not the term that I'm thinking about, but you would actually sort of align yourself with people that are within network, right? People that are within 50 Cent's network, right? And then maybe you come in, you establish yourself, and then you become your own man. And then, not to say that he wasn't his own man before, but now you hit the reset button. So this is the restart, right? So now you're on your own feet, and then you decide that you're going to, do your own thing at some point, right? And some people may think that you're supposed to be aligned with this person for the rest of your life, but that's not necessarily realistic. It's not realistic to think that you're going to be aligned with people for the rest of your life just because they helped you. And I'm sure, Big Meech is grateful for it, but I've seen too many instances in the past where it's like, on both sides, people are able to kind of manipulate those things. It's like, yo, have you do some favors that are just outrageous. And it's like, yo, remember the time when I helped you, remember when I did this for you, right? So it's like, yeah, you owe me your life. No, it's like, no, I appreciate what it is that you did for me. Um, I probably won't be able to repay you monetarily or whatever it is, but maybe, what I mean, maybe I could try to do something to help you out. You dig what I'm saying? Because yeah, that was an olive branch. So maybe, maybe what I'll do is I'll try to give you a ROI, a return on your investment, or maybe I'll just give you the money back or whatever it is, so that you're not of a loss. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you got to think about a lot of these very astute businessmen. A lot of everything is transactional to them. You know what I mean? Like, they're not doing these things just because you know what I mean? It's within the goodness of their heart. Some people do that. There are still good people left, but everybody not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not, you know what I mean, from where I stand and how it looked to me, yeah, it's a situation that seems very transactional. You know what I mean? It's not, because you don't have, like, you guys don't know each other. You know what I mean? Y'all don't know each other from anywhere. And even if he did admire your story or whatever it was, it's like, y'all still don't know each other. So of course this is going to be transactional, and a business person like 50 Cent is going to look at the situation like, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? So I think people have to be mindful of things like that when they, making deals with people. You know what I mean? I think people got to really be mindful of that, man. I think people got to be mindful of that. But, it is what it is. It's pronounced J Gamer. Big up yourself. What did I say? Jagamar? Jagamar? My apologies if I did pronounce your name wrong. Hi from India. Big up to all of India. Sarab. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Saurabh. Sarab 01. If not, do forgive me. But yeah, it's just one of those things, man. I think that there's a blend of a lot of different things happening in this situation. I think, yeah, when it comes to a lot of whether it be personal relationships, business relationships, in this day and age, a lot of things are transactional, you know what I mean? And we might not love it, but it just is what it is. So it does suck from the outside looking in. It's like, damn, bro, I wish these two men would be able to work out whatever the differences are. But when it gets to the point where you start calling people these kinds of names and stuff like that, people feel some type of way about it. You understand what I'm saying? People do feel some type of way about it. So it's one of those things where you just have to clarify a lot of what's happening out here, because people got you twisted and all of that sort of stuff. And you can't underestimate the popularity of somebody who knows how to work the internet. The intelligence of somebody who knows how to work the internet and is very popular as well, right? Because it's quite easy to spread propaganda, whether it be true or whether it be, the things that have been happening with Big Meech, whether it be true or whether it's false, right? And I'm sure he'll feel some type of way if these things are false, but if these things are true, bro, it's one of those things. You understand what I'm saying? You just got to own up to that. And, just keep pushing forward, because for me, man, I don't really, that street stuff is to say it's overrated that would be an understatement. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when people do get jammed up, yes, they are going to snitch, right? And sometimes when they ain't snitching, they lying, right? Some of these people are going to lie, right, in order to get themselves a better deal. And Big Meech's situation, it's like he was the top. For me, it's very difficult to see who it is that he really could snitch on, apart from somebody who's been supplying him with this stuff. But I'm sure that there's a lot of things that he did know, but I don't know. It's very difficult to prove. I haven't looked over the paperwork. I don't really care enough, to be honest with you, about the snitching thing. It's just, what lessons can I extract from the things that are happening on the surface, right? And at some point in the later on in life, we'll really get a little bit more details of what it is that really happens. But we're not going to understand everything because we weren't there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, man. And yeah, like I said, it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Anyways, if you're still in here, smash that like button. I got a new series I'm working on too, man. I got some stuff that I got some ideas, man. A brilliant idea crossed my path today, and I just started writing. I just started putting, that idea into play. You know what I mean? And it's going to be decoding certain lyrics from certain songs. And I think our culture doesn't have enough positivity in it like it should, like it was intended to, and enough inspirational content like it was intended to. And I think we've somewhat strayed away from the reason why we're so talented, the reason why we do have a voice. And I think instead of using what it is that we do to harm people, I think we should be using it to like uplift one another. You understand what I'm saying? I think there's enough negativity out there right now. And I just don't want us to contribute to that as much anymore. You know what I mean? It's always going to be negative and positive. But at the same time, I just feel like it seems as if the negative gets a lot more attention than the positive does. So, you know what I mean? We're going to do our part with that. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect or anything like that, but we're going to do our part where that's concerned, man. And, get that stuff right. But anyway, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button on the way out. I'm going to keep it pushing because I got some stuff that I need to do. And I'm here. So I'll see you guys again soon. Peace out. Bye.